reach. Oh my God, it is The Zone season 4, last episode. So it's episode 4. Thank you all for being here. It is your girl, MC Nads, on behalf of Planet Soca. Don't forget to share out the link. We are here. So if you're on Facebook or Fastbook, share it out. Twitch, YouTube, or as my dad says, YouTubes, wherever you are, make sure you share out the link. Thank you all for being here. Before I even get to my guest today, because we all know it's the bomb if you've been seeing the promo, I got to do some shout outs, of course, to our sponsors who've been supporting us season after season. I can't believe we're already at the end of season 4. It's been insane. So, of course, I got to big up DJ Simply Smooth every time. If you are looking for mixing, mastering, production of DJ drops, radio imaging, or DJ services, DJ Simply Smooth is the guy to contact. And of course, all contact information is going to be below this video, so you can hit them up on Instagram. Of course, Mavert Customs, who does all our graphics you see here and all the coloring. Big up Mavert Customs for all that professional graphic design. RiddimStream, of course, Sham, gotta big up your damn self. Caribbean focused entertainment distribution platform. If you don't know RiddimStream, go to the website, check it out. Everything soca, reggae, whatever you want, man. You can find your songs, you can find your people. And if you are looking to get redistributed, well, then you got to hit up RiddimStream. And of course, last but not least, Mr. Roots of Wiz Records. Big up my family in Brooklyn, New York. Of course, record label powerhouse. So if you are looking for information and you want to hook up with a record label, this might be the guy to contact. So make sure you hit up Mr. Roots of Wiz Records. And as a reminder, as you saw that video that we always start off with every episode, if you are a soca artist or a producer and you're looking for capital for mixing, mastering, beat purchasing, music distribution, marketing, and all that good stuff, Planet Soca is there to help you. Hit up and visit www.socamatters.com and click on the Soca Investment Matters icon. So it's the SIM icon. It comes up big in your face. You can't miss it. So make sure you hit that icon, fill out the info, and we will help you get started. So before I talk about the guests, let me just play the video, okay? Because you all know who's coming. You've seen the promo. Let me just play this one time.
She want a champion. Girl, them say, look, Baba, King Baba, look, Baba, King Baba, look, Baba, King Baba, King Baba, touch down and make the girl them ride it. Girl, them say, they want a real man. Girl, calling up her name, say she want a champion. Girl, them say, look, Baba, King Baba, look, Baba, King Baba, look, Baba, King Baba, King Baba, touch down and make the girl them ride it. Climb on top and ride it.
So I don't know about y'all, but every time I watch this man, I feel like I'm in a soca size class. So today I'm talking to the Red Bull 3-style world champion from 2016. He's not only a content and music creator and producer, this man is a lover of all things music, life, fashion, and dare I say the drinks and food. So please welcome to the last episode of course, season 4 of The Zone, none other than the rasshole himself, Andre DJ Puffy Paris.
Yo, you could curse on this show.
You could curse, man. You could curse. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. See, there's a rascal. I did the plug for you, man, because the gear is dope.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
How are you, sir?
Mash
up.
Yeah.
If everybody's watching your Instagram, Imash, okay, before I even get to anything else, where the hell were you last night? Because
I was in Orlando last night.
And what were you doing?
I went there for the night, did a quick cake over there at a spot called Rum Jungle.
Yes.
Super impromptu.
I love it. It looked like a very good time.
Yeah, I know this is not the Puffy that everybody's accustomed to the time. Y'all see the, but not right now. This is calm, boy. We calm today. I can tell you. I just woke up from a nap too. I had to set a timer, all kind of thing. I saw Lord Nad's gonna kill me if I don't come in here. Okay.
I appreciate for disrupting your nap. I know you needed it because anybody that was watching, I was keeping tabs on you. So I'm like, this man's gonna go out somewhere. Watch. I only see the thing post up.
Standing.
And then I see 6:34 a.m. I'm like, this mother effer didn't sleep. No shit.
in the airport, flying back to Miami from Orlando. Yeah.
Ooh, so that's where you are right now in Miami.
Yeah.
And what?
Came out here.
Tell the people what you're doing there.
I just came out. I needed to leave, man.
Yeah.
I needed to go. I
get
needed to
it.
go. After being at home in Barbados for so long. Yeah, we decided,
Time to go. Time to leave.
Yeah.
I get it.
So
I totally get it. I'm going to talk about that too. I'm going to talk about some of your time in Barbados and during the pandemic. So let me first ask this question. How is your mom? How's your family? How's everybody doing back home?
Yo, she blessed. She sent me Bible verses early this morning too. So you done.
She did?
Yeah.
Which one was it? You remember?
Let me see. The last thing she said to me was,
your mom is such a blessed woman, man. Like I love watching when you post up videos with her. I love seeing the joy on her face when she sees you and she lights. You know what I mean? Like it's just a good. I get warm and fuzzy when I see your Mama Puffy.
She sent John 15 verse 1-7.
Oh, mom's serious, boy.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That's good. I love that. So how long are you gonna be in Miami for? Because I know you've posted up and told people, I'm in Miami, link and reach. So how long are you there for?
For right now, I'm here until the 3rd.
Okay, good.
It could change.
It could change. You never know. Are you participating in carnival and stuff going on, or is that too early? Because I think I got the dates mixed up. It could just be me.
Yeah, so I was supposed to leave on the 28th, which will be this Friday.
Right.
And then, this weekend is Memorial Weekend in the States. So
right.
Everyone's like, no, you can't be in Miami and don't stay for Memorial Weekend. Like my first thing, I was really coming. It was Blaze's birthday.
Yes.
First weekend,
Right. I saw.
So I decided, we can come for that and then we can stay for a little bit. I'll leave on the 28th and then go back home or whatever. But the vibes hit me, boy.
And that's my next question. How does it feel like just being back with like your friends, your DJ friends, your artists, your colleagues, like everybody? How is that feeling right now?
It is definitely a very, very good feeling. Like I would say at first, like you're kind of nervous because you don't know how to be,
Right.
Like we've been inside away from people for so long, like,
right.
And then especially leaving a small place like Barbados where the narrative is different, and to coming out here in Florida where people getting on like normal and acting like, everything is fine.
Everything is fine. Well, I mean, it's fine as it can because they're doing what they're doing. Because Toronto mashup, we still locked down.
Yeah. So there's definitely a bit of social anxiety. When you just getting back out there.
Yeah.
But after a couple of drinks, that
you don't know, you loosen up, the blood's flowing.
Yeah.
You're feeling hot and nice.
The first thing that Matthew told me before I started going out in Florida was to not let your guard down.
And why did he tell you that?
I don't know, man. I am a very responsible human being.
We know this. We're very aware.
So, I mean, I've been fine. Everything's been fine.
By the grace of God, let your mother keep sending you.
That Bible verse is working.
I'm telling you, boy. If she didn't send you, I'd be scared for you. So the Bible verse is working. Thank you, Mama Puffy.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, but seeing everybody again. It's not everybody, but it's more than before.
Yeah, definitely.
So
it's a lot.
It's definitely it's a good feeling, and it's a step in the right direction. I guess
slowly but surely wins the race, as they say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me get to some of my nitty gritty questions. So people who don't know,
these questions hot. I watched this here last week. These questions here hot. So
I do my research. Your questions are. I thought to me because I sent them to Adrian, right? DJ Simply Smooth. I always send it to him to like vet and make sure. And he said, "Yo, these questions are fly." And I'm like, I didn't
Right.
feel like it because for me, people who don't know, and we were saying this before we started the interview, this is my third time I've been lucky enough to interview you. And I caught you the first time. You were in Toronto.
Yeah.
It's the first time you visit Vibe 105. We were doing a DJ
Yeah.
competition, and it was your first time in the studio. And you were
Mhm.
like, other than starting from scratch, to me, you were like the first, second big artist, DJ person I had ever interviewed. And I was so green, right? Because I'm sitting there. I don't know if you remember. And I think Alex.
I was green too.
Yeah, you were, because you just came off of winning the competition for Red Bull 3 Style. You were just coming off the tour. You know, Dr. J asked you to come down. You did that for us, which we were so grateful. And then James was with you. I love James. Tell James I said what's up. And so he was taking videos, right?
Yeah.
And so we're in the studio. You're talking to me. I'm talking to you, and I'm reading off a friggin' paper. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so green. And then the next time I got to interview you, it was, I think, a year later or maybe 6 months later. It was Barbados on the Water in Toronto, down at Harbourfront.
Outside,
and I have some of that performance on my YouTube if anybody's interested. But you mashed up the performance to the point where anybody who was there, Puffy was performing and left the blood clot stage and started like a train line in the middle of the audience.
That is like a Barbados underwater like signature now. Like every time I do it, like everybody's like, so you can do the conga line again?
Yo, you have to.
People look forward to that now. Like that's Barbados underwater official. Like
that's the official. When Puffy comes down, the conga line got to come out
have to come out.
You took this line all the way around. I was like, but what? And I wanted to jump in.
People that didn't even know nothing about conga line and thing was in there. People that were just like visiting the harbor front were just, you know, jumping in the conga line and going all over the place. So that was definitely a captivating moment. For sure.
I love that moment. And I wanted to jump in as much as I did, but I realized I really wanted to capture this because this is like definitely a signature thing. And like I said, people who watch you, you know, see your energy. I feel like I'm watching a Soca size when I watch you, but that was the beauty of Harbourfront because Toronto is so diverse. There were white, Chinese, young, old, everybody. It was a beautiful thing. So anybody who wants to watch that, go on my YouTube at MC Nads and look for the Barbados on the Water. It was 2016. I'm going to send it to you. So speaking of that, and we're talking about, you know, that's very close to DJ culture. I had interviewed you about DJ culture when we were on Vibe, you know, talking to you about it again when we were at Barbados on the Water. I wanted to ask, what is the best piece of advice to like a young DJ who plans to maybe apply for a DJ competition or wants to be, you know, on a festival? What would be your piece of advice? Because you've gone through this to somebody like that. What would you say to them?
There are a few pieces that we like to give. The first thing is be authentically you.
Yes.
And I always say, nobody can be you more than you.
Yep, that's right.
You know, do not be afraid of your heritage, your culture, you know, your music tastes, your music interests. Do not be afraid of that, you know. Just be yourself, stay true to yourself. Second thing would just be to do your research. Research is key. Preparation is key, you know. A lot of the times when it comes to stepping into new spaces, it's very important to do your research and learn as much as you can so that when you get in that space, it will almost seem like second nature.
Yeah.
You know, because by the time them nerves hit you and factors start to step in, something might not work the way it should, or, you know, or the crowd might not be exactly what you expect, then everything that possibly can be second nature or be recorded in your muscle memory needs to be that way. So practice, prepare, and plan.
And I think people got to remember that about you because you show a lot of your practice too, like on your Instagram a lot. So because I've seen the comments of people who idolize you and they're like, Puffy, I want to be you. And yeah, they absolutely could get to your caliber, but they just have to see that you didn't just like bloom into this overnight. And I know there's a couple people in Barbados. I think it was the girl who had won. It was the beauty. Oh man, she interviewed you a year ago or 6 months ago or something, and she won the competition in Barbados. And I forgot her name. She had won the world Miss Barbados, I think it was. And in that interview, she even said it. We've seen your journey, but you didn't just get here overnight. You practice, and I think people got to remember that on your Instagram you show that you practice. Here's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And that's cool. I like that you put that up for people. The other thing I wanted to ask, and we're going to get into this whole pandemic, because not only did it obviously affect all of us mentally, physically, emotionally, but then there was the plus sides of it and the negativity on it. So one thing I did want to ask is, how do you think the culture of DJing has changed with this pandemic? And do you think it's enhanced the culture, or do you think it's made it a little like blase?
I think it's definitely enhanced the culture. Why? Because DJs are now more expressive.
Yeah.
I've heard DJs be more of themselves now.
Yeah.
Due to, Twitch and all the live streams and stuff. Like, DJs are now not afraid to play the song that they like, that people might not have heard.
Right.
I had a whole day dedicated to playing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whereas like, we call it on label on a Thursday. We used to do it on Twitch. And I was like, these are all things that I wish I could play. But if I play them for certain crowds, especially you don't know Caribbean people are hard ears, they can look at me like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, because Caribbean people, we don't play when we want to tell you we don't like what you're doing.
Exactly. And everybody's come out to hear their favorite song. So it's just like, I've seen DJs now take more risks.
Yeah.
Take the reins and be like, I in control of this, and this is cool. You should hear this.
Yeah.
So I think it's a step in the right direction, and I think the audiences, the people that were involved, the people watching the live streams, the people, dabbling into the lives, etc., they're educating themselves musically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not only that, but they're making more friends. Like, there are more communities now coming out of these whole things. I got a whole group of people from my Twitch that I would have never known or spoken to or even been friends with,
Yeah.
before this pandemic.
Right.
People, I call them on the stream. We take shots together, all kind of thing. And these are people that I probably would have never spoken to or never interacted with. So I think, there's definitely some great things coming out of this, man. And it's just nothing but growth. Nothing.
Right. And I'm gonna get to him, because last week, of course, I interviewed Scratchmaster, and even he got on Twitch. Thank you, Bandit, again, because Bandit got him on Twitch. So
funny enough, we had a call Bandit and Custom the other day, because he told Scratch to do something and it offset the whole thing. And took us like an hour to get it back working.
Oh, lad, we go work on Scratch. Scratch need a little technological help. We go work on he. So I never asked you, how did you get your name, your DJ name, DJ Puffy? Because obviously it's clearly different from your legal name.
Yeah. I went to like a costume party.
Yeah.
As Puff Daddy. Not really a cool story. It's kind of lame.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and then this guy at school, like, he was like the cool guy at school, and he was just like, from now on, we calling him Puffy. And at the school that I went to, Commandeer, which is the best high school in Barbados.
Yep.
I know some people might argue that it's not, but
I've heard you have this debate on another. You were asked about the high school, and
that is too bad. That is too bad.
That is what it is.
It is quite unfortunate that people cannot see that. And but
don't come for us, Bajans. Do not come for me. Okay, that's a Puffy statement.
But yeah, he was just like, we calling him this, and anytime anybody would call me Andre, they'd be like, nah, that's not his name. Call him Puffy. Yeah, that was first farm, and from there, that was it.
It stuck.
Everything.
I love that. I'm gonna big up some people that are watching live, because we're streaming across not only Twitch, but YouTube and Facebook on Planet Soca as well as MC Nad. So there's somebody that watches all and was very much messaging me to say, you need to interview DJ Puffy. And so this person's locked on in Paris, and I believe it's 8:00 over there. So it's Stuyvie Media is always locked on. So thank you so much. DJ Tricky in Toronto. Big up. Of course, Planet Soca, some of the team is locked on. Trisha, and of course, DJ Odyssey. I got to big up Belize. Belize is always Odyssey, big up. DJ. So here's a question for you. How have you been able, putting the pandemic aside for a minute, just you as a DJ, how have you been able to maintain your individuality as DJ Puffy? Ooh.
How have I been able to maintain my individuality as Puffy? Damn, that's a good question, but I feel like I don't know how to do anything else.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know, so it's like while I do pull inspiration from a lot of different people, like it's just important. It's always important to still stay true to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? So yeah, the inspiration might come, but at the end of the day, it will come, but in my own way.
Yeah, it's gonna have that DJ Puffy spin, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a deep philosophical answer for that one, but
that's okay.
I don't know how to do anything else. You know? So it's kind of the same thing I said about staying true and being you and believing in who you are. Like it's gotten me this far. So and it's been working. So
yes,
you know,
knock on wood. Of course, it's been working. We see it.
I ain't got no wood here.
That's okay. That's okay. Drywall will work. That's okay. I got some wood here for you. Don't worry. So the other thing I wanted to ask you, and getting back to this pandemic, we know, especially as creatives, the pandemic was like on us mentally, physically, emotionally. But you were able during the pandemic to make Dream in Color, your album. Yeah. And I had it on, as soon as it came out, I downloaded on Spotify, the 4 songs, all very different in their own right. Talk to me about the creation of that project at the height of the pandemic, and just explain what you were going through, and then how you just were like, F it, I'm going to do this.
Yeah. I'm so glad you reminded me about that, because I feel it's time to make another one, man.
I think we are overdue, I just saying.
Yeah. I haven't been in that space. Like, we've been finishing up some other music, which I guess we'll touch on. But
yes,
to get to the question, Dream in Color, man. Like, Dream in Color was the beginning of my real production journey. You know, like I did the 1 or 2 little releases. We did Write It with Bubba, and then there was Bang a Lang, and then a couple remixes and road mixes, etc. But I feel like this was the project that really got the ball rolling in terms of not only making the music, but creating the environment for me to make that music, you know, because like even at home, I didn't really, like, my studio wasn't as cool as it is now. You know, so
you had upgraded. You had slowly been upgrading during the pandemic.
Exactly. So it was just like, for me, it was just like, okay, cool. Like, I'm more comfortable if I'm like this, or think, okay, it's kind of hot in here.
Yeah.
I got my dad to put the AC in the room, and then we added like the lights, and then, you know, little carpets, and move things around and play with the acoustics and stuff like that. So that was the beginning of my real production journey, and it was the best thing to do, because that Dream in Color was me taking all my musical inspirations from across the world, Europe, Asia, and just fusing it into like one like eclectic mix mash genre thing that never existed, you know.
And you hear that. Anybody who's listened to Dream in Color or who hasn't yet, you know, go to Spotify or whatever platform you use.
It's weird, man. Like,
it's so different. It's different from you, but it was also very authentically you. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%. I was like, yo, like, I know people gonna be like, yo, what the hell is this that Puffy putting out? But I'm gonna tell the story, and I'm gonna show them, well, yo, like, no, it's just not only the Caribbean element of me that I like to make. Is that I love electronic stuff. I love hip hop. I love trap
Yeah,
music. I love Afro beats. So it's just like allow me and let me be me.
exactly.
And shout out to my graphic artist Slim's third angle designs. The cover art.
I love the cover art. My
The
God.
cover art is something that I hold very closely to my heart.
The
Man.
cover, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. I did want to ask in terms of Dream of Color, how did you, because obviously the song names are completely like
It's
there's one called
weird.
yeah, they're odd, but like when you hear the song, you're like, all right, how did you even come up with that? The
Yeah.
names.
I kind of just let it happen,
Yeah.
Like I just let it happen. Ambiente. How did I come up with that, bro? I can't even remember. It was probably like the name of like a sample or something I used in the song.
Yeah.
Ochi. Ochi was because that song has in a like a reggae feel. So
Yes.
obviously,
Thinking
Ocho
of
Rio,
Jamaica, Ocho
Jamaica,
Rios. Yeah. I
Ochi.
figured that one because I was like, oh, I'm feeling this vibe. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Day 13 was actually made on the 13th day of lockdown in Barbados.
Yes.
So that's what I call the session. And Ororo is an interesting one. Yeah, that's it right there.
There it is. I
Shout out to
love
Slim.
this. This shit is
Amazing.
so like whoever like big up your artist for this because
Third angle designs, man. Slims is a genius.
what does
He,
this represent for you? Like during that time, like what's going on? What is this saying? Because
so
I know what how I read it, but
this is all the artistic expression from each and every dimension bleeding out of me. You
right.
understand? Like, and
Yeah.
it's coming through the eyes because it's the vision. This is the
Yes.
vision that I have for the music. This is stuff that I've seen and experienced. So, you know,
Love it. So anybody who hasn't gotten it yet, go to whatever streaming platform you're on or check out Puffy's like YouTube. I know we had some stuff on there too. Like
yeah, it's
check it
everywhere.
out. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. All right. So let me talk now. Because I always
Mm.
wanted to ask you this about radio.
Aye,
So
aye,
you're
aye.
doing slam. I know you're on a little pause right now, but I never asked you why have you always been attracted to radio? Because Scratch sort of touched on, you kind of like your journey, how it started. But if you want to like maybe talk about that because you've done it for so long.
This what we put in another year, so that's 7 years. 7 years after the
Oh my God, you and me, we're celebrating 7 years in radio. Congratulations, homie. Ah.
But yeah, my journey on radio, man. So when I first started DJing, radio was not the goal. Like, I mean, first of all, DJing was not the goal. I didn't
Mhm.
really didn't plan to do this. But radio was not the thing.
Right.
And then my friend Dawn, who was working with us before, was like, "Yo, Puff, you should get on radio." Da, da, da. And I was like, "Yo, I don't care. Like, I don't really care." And she was always like pushing for me to do that, and I was just like,
Right.
"Yeah, like, just if it happens, it happens. I don't really care." And,
Hey,
like,
Puff, before you go on, just
mhm.
wondering, is your mic hitting anything? Because it's getting a lot of.
Sorry. It's probably hitting my chest. Sorry, it's probably
You
moving
see,
around too
excuse
much.
me. The man I walk on his chest
No,
and
no,
mess
no,
up
no,
the
no, no,
mic.
no, no, no! Don't do me that! 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 But
Go
yeah,
on now. I didn't mean to cut you.
um,
So yeah, your journey.
so I didn't really care about being on the radio like in the early stages of DJing or anything. It was just like, if it happens, cool.
Right.
And then Slam opened, and there was a big hype about it. Of course, understandably, it was
Because that's
phenomenal.
something big for Barbados. It was gonna
Yeah,
like represent,
it was
the country, but it was also gonna bring new vibes.
brand new urban stations. I mean, incredibly, song was amazing. Everything was in HD. The songs that were being played were different. Like
Yeah.
incredible. So big stations come in, massive thing, bomb squad of a team,
Yes.
um, and boom, that happened, and I was in the club DJing, and I believe Scratch would have told this story, but Simply and Bubba were hanging out in the club,
Yeah.
and Simply would have heard me play it. It was probably like an early juggling, or I was playing the last slot in the club.
How old were you then?
I had to be like 17, 18,
God, you're so
17,
young. I'm so jealous.
16, 16,
What?
17, 8, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Scratch called me. And this is without me knowing about them being in the club or anything. I had no idea that Bubba was there. So I just remember getting a call from Scratch. It said, "Yo, hello, is this Puffy?" You know, big voice. Go on, put on the big voice.
Oh, Baba.
So, yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, hello, who's this?" And he was like, "Yeah, this is Scratch Master from Slam." And I'm like,
And very
"Who?"
professional, eh? Because even when I was interviewing, like I tried to get him to crack a smile and ting a little bit, but he's very like, "Hello, hi,
Yeah, yeah.
I love you, Scratch. Don't hate me."
I already know how he feel about me, so I can say what I want to say.
This is your interview now. He had his chance. He had his chance.
Yeah. So he called and I was like, "Yo, no way! Like, are you dumb? Like, this is not happening."
Right.
So yeah, he asked me to submit a demo. I freaked out. I did it like 20 million times.
How long was it?
15 minutes.
Ah.
15
And people
minutes.
don't realize it is kind of hard. Like as a DJ,
It was,
if you're trying, it's kind of hard a little bit at first at that stage where you're trying to put together 15 minutes that's gonna catch somebody's ear
yeah. It was
at that
probably
level.
the worst. It was probably the worst 15 minutes of my life. Well,
Oh my god.
not the worst 15 minutes. I've had worse 15 minutes.
Oh,
but
we might. Do I have to ask you questions about that? Hold on. Let me
This
put on my
one-
spectacle, boy. Just kidding. I'm joking.
but,
X-rated.
but nobody said it was. You giving away, stop giving away things to the people that interview. Oh my god. No, anyway, let's reel it back. Bring it back here now. Yeah, so I submitted this demo and then he told me to come in and intern. And that's when it started. You know, I used to go to the station, school clothes, fresh after school,
Yeah.
you know, and that was the shift
Hustling.
that Scratch used to do. That was the shift that he used to do. He used to do drive time over there. He used to come to do the mixtape, the drive
The
traffic
drive home, like traffic
Yeah.
going home. Yeah.
traffic
The drive
jam.
hour or whatever they would have called it. Yeah.
So yeah, that was the beginning of it all, you know.
And that's it.
And that turned into something incredible. We've been able to grow with Slam for 7 years now.
Congrats, man. That's really dope. I like that. I love it. And
Yeah.
again, people like that follow you, they got to know, like, again, you put in the work, you know, after school, you go in, you do your thing, you learn, you got to learn.
Plenty times I took my homework to Slam, worked, and then stood back in the station for an extra like 3 hours to study and then go home after that, you know?
Right.
Or I would come in, if my shift was 9, I would come in after school and study between 3 and 9
Yeah.
and then go on air and then leave at 12
Wow.
and then
Look
go
at
to
that.
school for assembly the next day early in the
Wow.
morning. 6
Early in the
o'clock.
morning, catch you behind home, catch some sleep, get up and do it all over again. That's the hustle, man. Sometimes that's what you got to do, right?
Yeah, the grind was on, man. The grind was on. So
I want to big up Vidal. He's a lot. I know he said something in Spanish and I can't read it, but he's from Costa Rica. I
he
did get
said,
that.
saludos from Costa Rica, man. Yo,
Yeah.
Costa Rica, big up Costa Rica, man. Costa Rica been supporting the thing heavily recently, and I cannot wait to go over there as well.
And I
know
see
one of
that on the
the-
streams and like the comments. I see them in there from Costa Rica. And I'm like, oh my God, he's got another like broader audience, which is so dope.
I call it Rasta Rica, man.
Rasta Rica. I love it.
Yeah, man. But big up Costa Rica, man. Love y'all over there for real.
So
I
let's-
actually got a song with a lady from over there, Fatima Pinto.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did a song with her? Like you
Yeah,
produced it?
I made the beat. Yeah, I made the
Oh, check that out. When did you do that?
beat. That came out when? Last year too, right?
Oh, hello. I need to know. And this is what I love about you, because now, like I remember again, like I said, 2017, when I would Google your name and look you up, there wasn't really much other than the competition and stuff. But now, my God, the
Yeah.
amount of work that you've put in is so reflective of your name being on credits of producer or on the song as an artist, or, you know, the Slam connection. Like, it's just so cool seeing your growth.
Yeah. So
That's really dope.
Yeah,
Costa Rica
man. Like
beat.
it's these things have just been happening, man. It's called Ley de Atracción. I'm not very good at the Spanish, but that's Fatima Pinto and Serrani. Uh,
Ooh.
so yeah, that was something that just happened, yo. Like that literally just happened.
Who
My
came
boy,
to you for that? Like, how did they approach you for that?
my friend hit me up and he was like, "Yo, bro, I know this artist. She's really close to me. Um, and I know you've been making beats recently. We've been seeing you do that on Instagram and stuff. You got any beats, like anything that's like kind of tropical or like
Mm-hmm.
reggaeton sounding?" And I was like, "Yo, I have this thing that I made.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send it." And I sent it over. And weeks later, she was like, "Yo, we put Serrani on the song." And I was like, "Huh? Okay,
Woo! I love
okay."
it.
But yeah, go check it out. Go check it out. Fatima Pinto and Serrani. It's called Ley de Atracción, I
Okay,
believe.
I'm gonna go check that out for sure. And
Yeah, we
speaking of
make beats now.
music, as we keep talking about it, because you've got so many songs, I want to talk about some of the new ones that you've put out. So first, Brick by Brick, love that
Yeah,
track. You know,
that's
Yvonne
the
is your
big
boy
boy.
too, right? Like,
That's the
talk to
big
me.
boy.
That's
That's
a
the
big
big boy
boy.
right
Talk
there,
talk to
man.
me about this track. Talk to me
Brick,
about your
brick.
relationship with Vaughn. Like, tell me
Oh
about
man.
it.
Okay, so going back now to around Dreaming Color Time, because Dreaming Color Time was like April, so we would have put out
Right.
a song before called Quarantine F, me and Vaughn,
Oh yeah, I love that one too. That one
which
was great.
which was random as hell because he posted this snippet of this song with this beat that he found online
Mm-hmm.
where he was just like messing around. He just posted it up video. So I commented underneath and I was like, "Yo, when that song coming out that hard?" And he was like, "I don't really think it's gonna come out. Like, it was just something that I kind of came up with." And I was like, "Nah, B, that song gonna come out. You got it." Furthermore, I just started messing around with this thing. Send me the vocal. So he
Yeah.
sent me the vocal and I built the beat in a
Oh
night
wow.
and
So
sent it back.
overnight, just
Yeah,
overnight, like within like 12 hours or something, you just kind of built the
yeah,
beat.
yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
And I sent it to him and he was like, "Nah, dog, this hard, this hard. We gotta put this out." So we just put it out randomly, and then boom, like from there, I was just making beats and sending it to him, and he was
Hmm.
sending me back songs, or like he would like start an idea and send me a vocal of him like, and
Yeah.
I would just build a beat around it,
Yeah.
and then boom, we got a ton of music together now.
I love
So
it because the stuff
one of
you
those,
guys are creating is like
yeah,
it's just it and it hits on point like the quarantine of that was great. I
that
was
was
like this is real life right now, boy.
that was appropriate for the time. It was
Yeah,
very appropriate for the time. Yeah,
very much so. A lot of winter babies gonna be coming soon or summer babies, sorry. A lot of
yeah.
summer babies, not me, I saying, but a lot of
Yeah,
summer babies.
not me either. So
We leave that to the quarantine people then.
leave that to the pros.
Yeah, right. So talk to me about then Guidem Ways. That's the latest one with
Mhm.
yourself. Purple Jackets got producer credits on that as well.
Yeah,
And of course, another fellow Bayesian, Yannick Hooper. I actually got this song in my email because I'm on those lists. So
yeah,
I heard it. It's very energetic soca. How did that link up happen?
yeah. So I mean, Yannick and I, we've been friends for years. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's like my homie. Like we have done a lot of wild shit together.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I
but
so you mean to tell me I should interview Yannick?
you should interview Yannick. That would be a good one.
I should have thrown him in here, done mouth would open and story would come out, eh?
Yo, ease. But yeah,
I kid.
Yan and I, we made a wind down low together.
Mm-hmm.
Wind down low was what 2018 or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, Yannick just hit me up and was like, "Yo, I got this song, but we wanted to put like a little intro thing on it." And I was like, "All right, cool." And I recorded it, and I didn't like it, so I
Yeah.
scrapped it. And then I kind of like just like wallowed in it for a little bit, and then I managed to bang it out after a while. And I was like, "Yeah, this is it right here." So
When
sent
you
it
do those
over.
intros, before you go on, when you do those intros, do you find that you kind of have to? Has there ever been a time where you've hit it right on the money, like on a first try?
Um, on a first try on that day was what the intro is for Get Them Ways. On a first try,
Ah,
period. Nah, like I had a while with it with the
yeah.
song. Like Yannick actually probably got frustrated with me and he messaged me. He was like, "Yo, don't worry about the intro because you're taking kind of long." But but yeah, that day I kind of just plugged in.
Hmm.
I went,
Yeah.
and it was good, and
Yeah.
I bounced it out and sent it over. So yeah, we hit that one on that day. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on the vibe and what's happening in the song.
Right. And then of course it depends on the vibe, like you said, and then the vibe that actually comes across. Because what you might like from
Mhm.
somebody who records, right? I get it. Like you might think, oh, I'm feeling a vibe, and then you hear it back and you're like, that didn't come
Yeah,
across
yeah,
how it should have been.
exactly. So
Right.
yeah, Purple Jacket. Shout out to Simon and the team. It came out. People like it. It's been playing. Um, I'm looking forward to seeing how far it goes. Shout out to Scratch for mixing and mastering the
Yes,
project as
Scratch.
well. Scratch came through in the cut. You don't know. He always comes through when we need him.
Always.
Thank you so much, man. Love the
Ah,
guy.
Scratch. Easy. He just comes in clutch all the time, and he's busy. He told me he was very busy,
Oh
so
yeah, absolutely.
I know he's. We got to big up somebody. Nairobi, Kenya, boy.
Yo,
Samuel. His name. He goes by Spin Doctor DJ Briggy. Watching you from Nairobi, Kenya. Good stuff,
man.
Puffy. I told you we need to do some collabos, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Big up
I
yourself.
don't. I'm down. I just trying to make good music. So anything is
Yeah.
anything right now.
Okay, so here's a question for you.
Go.
DJ Puffy when you started versus DJ Puffy now. What accomplishment are you most proud of?
Um, let me say what accomplishment I'm least proud of first.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not very proud of how much I've turned into an alcoholic. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding.
I was
But
gonna say maybe we need to get you some Dr. J therapy.
yeah, no, I don't need. Nah, that's even. I ain't want that kind of therapy at all. Man. But yo, if for those who don't know, at the beginning of my career,
You
I
never
never
drank.
drank. I never drank.
It wasn't your thing. You
You
didn't
could
touch
not
it.
get me to
Nothing.
sniff alcohol.
Oh, and
Now,
then
boy, if the vibe is right, somebody give me a tequila, hand me a Sprite.
don't
Yeah.
kill me.
But yeah, I mean, I've actually been balancing it a bit better now because I can't handle it as much, um, due to the quarantine and not being able to, like
Do that right.
I kind of chill out. Like, even last night, I only had a beer, and that's because I felt like drinking a beer.
Right. Yeah, I
Other
get
than
that.
that, it was two bottled waters, and I was blessed. But
Your kidney was detoxing during pandemic.
yes, yes. But obviously, getting back to the question, being on landing the radio gig and doing it for so long and being successful in radio and doing it in that way and revolutionizing and innovating in that space,
Yeah.
that was definitely a milestone. Is something that I consider a great accomplishment, especially like even though, and I want to say many thanks to James as well
Yes.
for just allowing that or facilitating that growth,
Yes.
because if not for James, we wouldn't have the visuals to accompany
Of course.
the audio from the radio. No, if not for James, we would not have those videos on YouTube getting hundreds of thousands of views and more people discovering Puffy and Slam every day.
Yeah.
So thank you so much to James for always coming in clutch as well.
I
Uh,
love James. James is such a sweet soul. And even him as well, when I first
listen,
met you guys, his craft has grown. He's
yes,
gotten so, like, the way he does his photography, his videos it is impeccable. Like the way he puts shit together. He's
yeah,
so cool. And he's
yeah.
such a dope guy. So big up James.
Such a lamb, man. Love the youth, man. Such
Love
a lamb.
him. I'll make sure I put his handle in the video at the end because I want people to go check him out too, man. You gotta support the thing,
James is shooting bear music videos and thing right now. Like, you can't stop that, man.
He's busy. Where is he? He's not with you? Is he back home
Nah,
in
he's in
Barbados?
Barbados. Yeah, he's in
So
Barbados.
he's working. He's doing the grind, man. I can't blame him.
Yeah.
I can't blame him.
Obviously, Red Bull was a turning point for it all.
Of course.
Three Style is the Olympics of DJing.
Yeah.
Undeniably huge, the biggest platform that anybody could ever be on, more or less win.
Yeah.
So
And not just win, eh? Like if people don't remember or know, not only were you first Caribbean representing the Caribbean, only person, but also
yeah,
the first black man to win, first
yeah,
colored.
yeah,
So big up for representing the
yeah.
people then, man. That's
Yeah,
a huge accomplishment.
I always forget that, man. Like it's really interesting because like that's something that I never really considered. Like,
Right.
but yeah, that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Red Bull, yeah, most definitely. Just being able to tour
Mm-hmm.
the way that we were touring over the last couple of years, like I had a conversation with Matthew, my manager,
Yeah.
and we were talking, and he was like, I was expressing my frustration for just not being able to do anything to travel and bounce around anymore. And
Right.
he was like, bro, even when you start back traveling, I don't think you should go as hard as you did before. And I was like,
Hmm.
talking to? What do you mean?
Yeah. You're like, I
And he
can't
was
fathom
like,
that. What are you talking
yeah.
about?
And he was like, bro, like what you were doing was insanity.
You weren't
I
giving yourself
toured
a break at all.
I toured for 4 years nonstop without a vacation.
It's crazy.
I was taking 4 plane flights a week
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
We in different countries, different time zones every single week. It definitely took a toll, and it will take a toll further if I continue to do it that way. Of course, I
Yeah.
will be harder and try to do it again. Yeah, damn right. But but
I mean, that's the truth, right? You might try it again,
listen,
and then you're gonna see
I
how
cannot run.
you
I
adjust.
can't run from the truth. I know myself, dog. I know
Yeah,
myself, and I know that I'm gonna want to push it down to the wire.
of course. Especially when we get to, I guess, a space where the world can say, okay, we can open back safely
Yeah,
and
yeah,
sort of be where we were, right? You want to be able to do those things. I mean, I just hope from a mental standpoint that you make sure that you listen to your body. You know what
yeah.
I mean, and take the
Not
breaks you need.
not only that, but I was gonna say, in Barbados we say when you say A, you gotta say B, right? So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
if I'm trying to have a successful career in the production realm, if I'm trying to do other things and work on other projects, I can't be touring all year.
Right.
I'm gonna have to dedicate some time to stay home, stay in the studio, and create.
Yeah.
So that is the crossroad that I am at right now.
We are at the crossroads,
But
crossroads.
we will figure it out. We'll
You
figure it out.
will. And you're an amazing human being. Like, no, and that's why I always love interviewing you, because not only as a DJ you're just amazing, but your spirit as just a human being, regular, anybody who just gets to talk to you, shake your hand, say what's up. You're just always good with the people. So I just know that whatever you put out there is gonna come back to you tenfold. I'm looking forward to what you do as a producer now. I'm looking
Thank you,
forward to
man.
that, because I've already seen, like we always see, like you put out volume here, you're with King Bubba, you do,
Yeah.
your stuff that you do, but it'll be cool now to see when you do put some of that energy to producing, what else comes out of this creative brain you got here. So
Yeah,
that's gonna be dope.
speaking of energy and producing, Vaughn and I, we have an EP coming out.
What is this, like breaking news right now?
We've been teasing this information for a while.
Okay.
But officially, I am going to say that Vaughn and I have an EP coming out. The name has been changing, so I can't share any of that. But the tracks are finished.
How
All the
many
songs
tracks?
are finished. The mixes and the masters are done. Actually, a remix was recorded with a feature from a really amazing artist. And yeah,
I'm
I
so
don't know. I don't
excited.
know if I was supposed to say that, but
It's out
hopefully
there now.
it's in the internet. It's on the internet.
It's on the internet. Congratulations to you and Vaughn. Of course, can you say at least how many tracks might be on the EP?
5 songs.
5 songs. And do you have a tentative, maybe not date, but season that it's going to come out?
Sometime before August.
Okay. All right. I
soon.
love it. So you heard it here. The EP officially is going to come out.
Mhm.
DJ Puffy and Von,
It's
sometime
done.
before August.
It's done. We
I
just
love it.
if we could get that remix cleared to be on the EP, I can sell off the whole friggin' thing.
Oh, I can't wait to hear who that is. When I say, you know me, when I hear it, I'm gonna be like, yo, you need to send me this now. I have to play
Yeah,
this on air. I need to play this on Vibe
that
ASAP,
easy.
ASAP. I
That
love
easy.
it. So I did want to ask because I asked this to Scratch too. There's a couple questions I want to ask you that I've asked him. So
Mhm.
with him being your mentor, right? And the two of you being able to feed off each other and you learning from him, have you become a mentor yourself? Have you had time to do that? Or is that something you've thought of? Because I know a lot of people must message you and be like, yo, bro, you know what I
I've
mean?
definitely thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
It was something that I was trying to do during lockdown, but it was just something that was like that was telling me like, yo, you're not ready for this officially yet. Yeah, I do it to other people that I know, but I wanted to kind of bring it on a larger scale.
Right.
And I wasn't able to do that. I guess
Yet.
the calling was not there as yet. I didn't
Right.
feel in my soul that I was ready. I think I still got some more learning and growing to do before I'm able to influence people in that capacity.
Right. I get that. But you
um,
are in, so you know, and I think you know this, like you are influencing people every day.
yeah,
Um, I know
yeah.
sometimes people say I don't want to be a role model, but I think you are to a lot within people who are trying to be in the DJ community. So just thank you for being like an amazing human being because
No problem, man.
you know a lot of
That's
people love you for that, you know?
I just love people, like I love people. And however I can help, whether it's like replying to a comment or, a DM or, a little advice. I was at a random bar the other day in Wynwood and this guy came up to me. I was like, yo, you could tell me any advice you would give me when it comes to getting into XYZ. And I was like, all right, yo,
Here's what
try
you do.
try this, try this, try this, try this.
Hmm.
Let me know if it works. Send me it before you put it out. I'll listen to it.
Right.
And I did that. So
That's cool,
it,
man. I
it,
love
it
that.
happens it happens like behind the scenes, but
Yeah.
it would definitely be something that I would love to reach more people um through. So
Okay.
we'll work on that.
We'll work on that.
I would love to do it in different countries too. Like I've done workshops with Red Bull before,
Hmm.
but I think it's time for us to
Do
do
some
something.
DJ Puffy workshops.
Not only Puffy, but Scratch will definitely be involved, and
Yeah.
he's already been working with Matthew on some stuff. So
Oh, that's cool. I'm excited. I love waiting to see what you guys put out. So that's cool. Okay, here's
yeah.
another question I asked Scratch that I wanted to ask you. As a DJ, have you ever feared or run out of ideas for mixes, or do you feel like have you ever like hit a time where you're like, oh my god, I plateaued right now, and I'm like, I need a break.
Ask Scratch about me. If I don't feel like doing a mix, I don't do it.
Right. That's it. You're just like, nope, not today, Satan. Not today.
Weeks,
Right.
weeks, months. When was the last prime time again?
Yeah. Right. Right.
Months ago. Like
Yeah. Yeah. It was. Yeah.
if I don't feel it and I don't feel that I have the material for it, then I just don't do it. I'm like that. It depends on obviously if it's my own product, then I'm kind of a little easier with it.
Yeah.
But if it's a client or something that needs to go out there, then I tend to take it down to the wire, and I'm one of those people that work well under pressure. So
Yeah. Little
night
procrastination.
night before, day of.
You work better under pressure. That's just it. That's how you work.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
fault you for that.
yeah.
If you didn't DJ, what do you think you'd be doing right now? Like, did you have a childhood dream?
I wanted to play tennis, but I wanted to pair that with IT. So I always loved computers and IT and programming.
Yeah.
So yeah, software engineer. I would have gone to school, and my plan was to use tennis as a platform to get a scholarship
Right.
to go to school in America
Right.
or in Canada, because I got into some schools in Canada too.
Ah,
Um,
check you out, boy.
and then, yeah, but I wanted to go to Morehouse, so I think I got a half scholarship, but we couldn't.
Right.
My parents couldn't afford to send me.
Yeah.
So,
and Morehouse is an amazing college, but yeah, I get it. It gets a little pricey, right? Especially
oh
when you're
hell yeah,
coming
especially
over.
as an international student. Jesus Lord, man, yo, that
Yeah,
thing
they
costs
don't.
me.
It's a
So
lot.
went to UE. Woo woo. I mean, if not for UE, there would be no DJ Puffy. Maybe I probably would have just taken it through high school and then that would have been it. But at UE, like it really magnified the thing because then I was exposed to different cultures, different people from different Caribbean islands, and then I started DJing at like the Bear Lines, and then that's when I started to like fly out and travel regionally and
Right.
so yeah, but yeah, software engineering, IT, tennis. That's what I would have been.
That would have been the guy. And since you mentioned Canada, when you come back to Toronto,
Oh God,
because I know
I
you
ain't
love
leaving.
us.
I ain't leaving.
He's like, that's
Yo,
it. Interview done. Interview done.
Bob, find me a house for like a 3 months. I will rocking back.
I was gonna ask you, what's the first thing you want to do? So if we'll find you something. I'm sure we could get Jay on that.
First
But
thing
what's
I
the first
want
thing
to
you
do.
want to do?
First thing I want to do when I reach Canada is go to George's Chicken
Mm-hmm.
and get some dark meat with the gravy and thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hot
Sauce
sauce.
up the thing. Yes.
Sauce up the thing. You don't know. Deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
Lick the fingers. Lick the fingers and thing, clean them off.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then go on Queen Street, do some shopping.
Yes. I remember that because you're a big fashion man. You love your
That's
tough
my
stuff.
thing.
Yep.
We can rope out Jester. Jester know all these spots and Jester
Yes.
the plug. Jester have all the Chris clothing and thing them.
Yes.
So he's gonna take me around. We can buy some clothes. And then after that, what we can do, right? Probably just chill with everybody, man. Like just
Yeah.
one big line or
Yeah.
brand or a little thing. Like we do like a Twitch stream in Kevin house or something.
Yeah. And just get
And
everybody
like,
together.
just get everybody together and just have like a big friggin' reunion. We can need a studio or something for that though, because
You're gonna need a large space.
Tell Vibe. Here what's going on.
Here.
Tell Vibe.
Randy, we could talk to Randy. Let me tell Vibe.
Randy, we do a special big brand food, just like how the 24 DJs thing was. Food, just a free up Twitch stream, broadcast it on air.
Yeah, make it a whole day of just vibes. Vibing with vibes.
And if you wanna come down to Vibe, you could do that. Put the cameras everywhere so they could see the environment.
Yeah.
Look how I planning events for Vibe. Listen, put me on the payroll, man. I go on the colors and thing already.
I know you do.
Listen, I didn't even plan it. Yo, this is destiny, yo. Slam. Freak slam. I come into work for Vibe right now, man.
Randy would love that.
Line up the thing, Jed. I would
actually,
love to.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna clip this piece of the interview and I'm gonna show him because there's some changes. We got some stuff coming up.
Puffy on the roster for Vibe.
Yo,
this is amazing.
We can make this happen.
I'm officially moving to Toronto. Everybody gaff at me saying that I might as well live there. Watch how we can do it. 2022, we put it in the air. Watch it.
He's coming. He's gonna come live here for 6 months at least. Just at least the whole summer.
Easy. Bet.
Easy.
I am for it.
All right.
Randy, sign the papers.
Talk the Tigs. Vibe 105. We're gonna look it up.
Sign the papers.
All right. So I want to play a little game with you before I even end this interview. So I did it. Scratch was
already? Jeez.
Yeah, I know, right? I realized I was like, oh my God, I can't. He's got to go take a nap. Hold on. And I have a few more things to ask you.
Right now, I want.
All right. So these questions should be good. So Scratch was the first gentleman on the zone that I played this game with because I had originally done it season 3 and I did it with the ladies as, a thing for International Women's Day. So I decided to implement it with Scratch and now you because, the two of you are almost like Batty and Bench. So here we go. This is get to know the guests of the zone.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Here we go. What's your most used emoji?
All right, let me do that.
Check it. That's what he did too. He checked his phone.
I got my phone on 3%, but
oh God.
My most used emoji right now is the praying hands.
Your mother
Yeah.
would be very happy.
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know the thing.
You don't know.
All right. If you, what's your second one?
Fire emoji.
Yeah. All right. You've been watching a lot of live streams, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Here's the next one. If you could have the power of teleportation right now, where would you go and why?
If I could have the power of teleportation right now, where would I go?
Earlier, you had talked about Costa Rica, so I was like, maybe he might say that.
Nah, if I could have the power of teleportation right now,
You could come back to that. I have more questions.
I would teleport to somewhere that has the answers for the future.
That's a good answer. I mean, that you gave. Actually, yeah.
Like I want to be in like one of them. Like, I want to know what's going on, man.
Back to the Future Part 4.
Yeah,
Featuring
like,
DJ Puffy.
Like, I mean, I know like teleportation is not time travel technically.
No,
but, like,
yeah.
Just like let me sit in on a meeting, like
tell me what's
like,
going on
about crypto or like the next investment or something, like saying crazy, you know. Like I want to hear what Bill Gates and Bezos and them men talking about, you know.
Yeah, I would love to be a fly on the wall in their meetings. Oh my God, can you imagine?
That's where I'm trying to be now.
That's a smart answer. Okay, here's the next one. You have your own late night talk show. Okay, your own late night talk show. Who do you invite as your first guest?
Scratch for sure.
Oh, you guys are in sync. He said you as well.
Word.
No lie. That's why I asked the question, because I asked him this too. I was like, I need to know if you're gonna say. He said the same thing. What would you guys? What do you think, in your opinion, would be the first thing you talk about, or you guys just start laughing hysterically?
You know what? I feel like I would want it to be something like extremely like left field, because you know, like we have such like how do I put
bromanship, brotherhood.
We not just that, but we have such polished images. You know what I mean? Like I want to talk some shit, like you know.
Do some real talks.
Yeah, I want people to be like, yo, Puffy and Scratch talking about like their like first date or some shit. Like something crazy, like completely left field that people would never think that we would talk about in a public forum.
Right. I mean, we expect you to get a little crazy, but Scratch, not at all.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay, here's your next one. What is the most favorite item you've bought for yourself this year? Because you did some unboxing of like, you know, your DJ stuff and stuff on Instagram, but is there anything that we didn't see that you bought yourself this year that was like your favorite item?
Favorite item that I bought for myself this year?
Could have been gear, could have been anything.
What did I buy for myself this year? I got these headphones like a couple weeks ago. I love them a lot.
Okay. That's all right.
But let me see.
I thought he was going to tell me like a piece boxers or something, man. I was waiting for something juicy to come out.
Man, I mean,
I try to cause trouble. You don't notice this?
I've always had nice boxers. You know, this is one thing that I try to you know, a little Hugo Boss. You know, I try to have nice boxers just in case. You know, saying slip or saying, you know. If I get caught slipping, it gotta be nice. It gotta be
nice. You never know. I think I'd be prepared, you know? All right, here's the next one. You have to sing karaoke. What song do you pick?
First of all, I hate karaoke.
Me too.
Dislike karaoke. But what song do I pick if I'm singing karaoke, boy?
Something you sing in the shower? Do you sing in the shower? There's another question.
I do not sing in the shower. I think in the shower.
Okay.
I think a lot in the shower. That's my thinking place.
Okay, I'll take that answer. We could skip the karaoke one. That's fine.
Yeah, if it's probably like a Jay-Z song or something, or a J. Cole, you know.
Yeah.
I've been liking the album, J. Cole's album.
Yeah.
Khaled's album. I could sing Body in Motion over and over again. I would be out to key badly though, but I like that song bad for real. Oh, you know what song I would sing for karaoke.
What?
Oh my god, this is super weird, and people are gonna judge me.
That's okay. He's gonna Google it. I want to hear now.
Cisco.
Oh.
Can I live?
Oh my god, for real?
Yeah.
No way.
Cisco, Can I Live is my karaoke song.
Oh, I never would have expected you to say that. Never.
Yeah.
That's dope. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the last one. And I asked this to Scratch too, and I knew the answer, and I think I know it from you, but musical decades. We talk about the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. So you have 4.
90.
Of course. That's your most favorite. 100%. Same. Straight. I love it.
Yeah.
And here's my last. Oh, go ahead.
The early 2000s, like you could consider them too, you know.
Yeah, because they were like the end of the 90s was still floating in there. I think
the early 2000s got some jams. Me and Scratch had this conversation the other day. Like, you know, gotta consider like the early 2000s, you know.
Yeah, I think so.
Up in 50 Cent, you know, Get Rich or Die Trying, like around that era, like you gotta still think about that, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
That's how to kind of evolve. Like, got some gems down in there too, you know.
Yeah, you just gotta dig in the crates for those ones.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my last question for you.
All right, go.
Who is Andre compared to DJ Puffy? Are they the separate or same person? Because both of you have grown substantially.
Mm. It's like Andre and DJ Puffy look like a Venn diagram. So it's like this.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some things that are different, and then there's some things that overlap in the middle.
Right.
You know? So the energy is the same. The authenticity is the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's like same guy basically.
Yeah.
Puffy's a little more animated.
Yes.
And a little more passionate.
And has a good dancing foot.
Decent dancing foot. Andre does not really dance.
Really, eh? That's interesting.
I don't really dance no more. Like it was real interesting because I remember a time I went to this thing at home called We Ting.
Mm-hmm.
And I went with my friends and I wasn't working. And like it was one of the things where I think I flew back like the same day or like the night before. And I nobody knew that I was in the country.
Right.
And I covered my face because it was a Juve. So I covered my head and my face so nobody saw who it was.
Right.
And I was like, well, boy, I guess I get to jam anything. So, but I would tell you, like, them first 3 couple jokes, like, it was like, how the hell is this again? The first 4 gyrations, it was a little shake.
A little uncomfortable. You have to work in the gyrations a little bit.
Yeah. But after a while, like,
when you get the right pitch, it could be all right after that.
Yeah. But I jammed every gal in that Juve. I ain't gonna tell them like.
So if anybody saw a strange bandit, kind of.
It was a black scarf, looking like, you know, I just had the eyes out like this.
And that was it. That was Puffy. Yeah. Puffy was jamming you behind.
Yeah,
I love it.
Everybody gal get jammed out there.
Don't kill me. Oh, Puffy, I love this. I like this is a great interview, man. Thank you. I know you were sleep deprived, and I'm glad I gave you some energy.
I'm very up. No, I feel like we could just sit down and talk.
We could just chill. I'm telling you, we could just chill. I love talking to you. I always love talking to you. Even when I get to see you in person, it's cool. I never try to bombard you because I know like you're in a fete or you're jamming and you're chilling. But I always love talking to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media, even though I know a lot of your fans know, but you got to tell the people that are still new to you that are finding you. Yeah,
just search DJ Puffy and on anything you'll find it. I changed my my picture back to the one with the Bajan flag now.
Right.
So yeah, that's there. So you just see another bandit.
But it's Bajan flag.
But it's a Bajan flag.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with me. I hiding my face recently.
And everybody knows you.
No, it's mandatory.
Now it is. This is true.
But yeah, just search DJ Puffy on everything. We've been pushing to YouTube real heavy,
Yeah, I saw that. 90K already you're at subscribers. Congratulations.
Incredible. We're going for that 100,000. I want that silver.
I want you to get that. I want you to get that. So go. We're gonna have your your YouTube link at the bottom of this video. So I'm
Right.
hoping that everybody clicks on that and also click on Planet Soca and MC Nads.
Yes.
Follow us, but make sure you click on Puffy. I want him to get, he needs 10,000 more. 10,000 more to get that 100K, man.
We almost there.
We're almost there.
It's coming. So yeah, we've been pushing the YouTube real heavy.
Yeah.
Still doing the Instagram thing. I feel like I've been like more Andre now on Instagram. You know, like before, like it was just like a lot of radio stuff, a lot of Puffy stuff. But like now that I'm like out in Florida and just chilling, like
Yeah, we're getting those glimpses of just you, like just chilling and being just a regular person.
Out with a candle on top of my head.
I saw that. The thing was sticking out like this.
Yo,
I love it.
Yeah, I want more of that. Like, you know, I want to be able to share a bit more of that too. You know, like it's not just work. You know, people we live in life too. Like, look, I hear in a friggin' vest, and you know,
and we match. I didn't realize. Did you notice this too?
Wu-Tang.
We match the colors, so that was not planned at all.
Listen, a lot of things are aligning right now. You have to pay attention to these signs.
I see them.
Pay attention to these signs. Exactly.
Thank you, Puffy. Thank you for being here on The Zone. This was season 4, the final episode for season 4. So it was episode 4. We're coming back strong in season 5. People got to give us about a month, but we're lining up our guests. But thank you so much.
Line up Yannick in there.
Yes, I'm going to tell the Planet Soca team. Yannick's got to be in there. I want Vaughn in there. I believe so.
Line up Vaughn.
Yeah, that'd be dope to talk to them. Thank you so much, Puffy, for being here.
But yeah, thank you so much, Naz, and a big up Dollar Sham and Simply. Thanks so much, guys. You don't know y'all are always brethren, always family.
Always family, man. And of course, the Planet Soca team. Everybody, don't forget, if you're watching this right now, share out the link because this is going to post on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If you're seeing it on Puffy's side, share it out. And don't forget to follow the Planet Soca team and MC Nads on all platforms. Puffy, thank you. Go chill. Enjoy your day.
I gotta get I want some food. Or something.
Me too. My belly grumbling a little bit. Not gonna lie. I was like, please don't let this microphone pick this shit up. Thanks, Puffy. Have a wonderful time in Miami and stay safe, right?
I shall.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you season 5 in about a month. Peace out, A-Town. I'm going to play some more of your video. We're going to play some more of that. Let's see.
All the ladies watching this video right now, say it.
My knee can't even get this height.
I know, right? I have to do a little. There, I got out the chair.
They got Bubba man mattress.
Oh yeah, this tune is crazy.
Straight bashment to the top. You feel his jaw?
Wait, let me tick.
Oh God.
Okay, that's it. Thanks, Puffy. I will see you soon. Thank you to everybody who's locked onto The Zone. We'll see you for season 5.
Whoa.
All right, thanks, bud. See you guys.
Later.